Hi, Nate coming right back at you with another full moon movie review and Blu-ray review. I'm holding in my hand the first video incarnation of Dollman and the most recent video incarnation of Dollman, the Dollman Blu-ray. So I'm here to review the movie and Blu-ray. I'm not going to review the VHS. So, Dollman. He's 13 inches with an attitude. On to the review of Dollman, which I believe came out in 1991. There's a very good chance I saw it the year it came out, or at the very least the year after it came out. I probably saw it the year it came out because I was watching all kinds, not all kinds, but some full moon movies and stuff. So it's the same year Puppet Master 2 and 3 I think came out. So I probably saw Dollman trailer on one of those tapes or whatever. So this movie is actually probably, I think, the first full moon movie directed by Albert Pyun, who would go on to helm Full Moon's Arcade, starring the kid from whatchamacallit, Christmas Story, and also the lovely oh man, gosh dang it, she was just in a vidcast with Charlie Band and she looks amazing still. Every guy had a thing for her. Megan Ward, oh man, didn't you love her? I mean, in the Charles Band vidcast, which maybe I'll just show right now, I suppose, either with audio or just without audio while I'm talking. Just she and Charlie Band were just in this vidcast at some convention or something, and gosh, she's still adorable. And then you see, like, unfortunately, like Charlie Spradling from Puppet Master 2 and Meridian. I mean, she, like, you wouldn't even know it's her, man. Oh man, that's so sad. I don't understand why these people think plastic surgery is a good thing or looks better. I mean, look at Megan Ward. Look at Megan Ward now. You know, how old is she? I don't know. Whatever. Around the same age, close to around Charlie Spradling and this other. Anyway, Megan Ward's still adorable, and I'd marry her, but she's already married. Or I wouldn't marry her because I don't really want to get married, but I'd date her. So, Dollman. Oh, what I was saying is Albert Pugh. Oh, okay, and then I went on Arcade, and God, I branch off. Thank you for sticking with me. So, Dollman. So, oh my gosh, it also features Jackie Earle Haley, back when I think he was pretty much nobody.
Hey, you in the wrong neighborhood? We say fucks.
And so that, I think he's, yeah, his name is like huge on the Blu-ray, of course. And so, but anyway, Jackie Earle Haley is the bad guy. And what I was getting at is this movie, I don't know where it takes. Does it take place in New York? And this is one of the first or only movies that I think actually have, is it actual New York? I don't know. It looks like actual New York. Maybe it's just LA, but one of the things I'm not too particularly keen about this movie is, of course, just the ghetto gangster aspect of the movie is not interesting to me. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I'm not a ghetto gangster enthusiast, so that's one of the things that I don't like about the movie. And that Jackie Earle Haley, this gangland bullshit in this shit doesn't interest me. The movie starts out kind of cool, like in the future. Oh wait, it's not the future. It's just Dollman's planet of what? Arturos? Is it planet Arturos? Which obviously the planet's, smaller than Earth because everything is just reduced. You see, that's a really cool, simple, very awesome, cool idea of having a guy come from, which has probably been done before, have a guy come from a different planet that's smaller, so everything is scaled down, so the guy's smaller. That's really a cool idea, and done relatively well under a minuscule, pathetic budget. I think I generally like Albert Pyun, and I think what he was able to pull off with some measly budgets over the years, and in Captain America and Dollman and Knights. I don't know if any of you guys know of the movie Knights, which came out like on tape in 1993. Chris Christopherson and this one like athletic woman who wasn't that attractive. I mean, her face, her body was, but Knights was kind of cool in a dumb way. Cyborg and whatever else he did. He did other stuff too. Oh, Nemesis. I was kind of a fan for a while in the mid-90s of Nemesis with Olivier Gruner. That's kind of cool. But Albert Pune shoots in the same dilapidated spot, I think, probably in Cyborg, Dollman, and Nemesis. This, wherever it is, it's probably a well-known place in California or LA. Maybe just downtown, I don't know, this dilapidated, you know what I'm saying. It's where they filmed, parts of the beginning of Nemesis, or maybe more, wherever they need like a post-apocalyptic area. They just film in this place, which is probably somewhere in LA, maybe just downtown, I don't know. But Albert Pune, is probably there every other week shooting some scene for his next movie. So what I do like about it is the beginning with the I like the character of the floating head, the floating head, And I didn't even say Tim Thomerson yet, which I'll do right now. Tim Thomerson's in the movie as Brick Bardo in his first of 2 appearances as the character of Brick Bardo, just a dirty, hairy, badass kind of a no character kind of cop guy. But Tim Thomerson was this is a perfect role for Tim Thomerson, so whatever, it's fine for me. So, but anyway, I like the beginning of the movie and a little face off with the floating head guy, and that was kind of cool. And when they found you, Sprug, it was just your head. I didn't think there was enough to salvage. Modern medicine, they're doing some wonderful things. That's Sprug's character. So I actually liked that, and I'd really, if it was cheap enough and cool enough, I'd probably drop some money on a little replica of the Sprug head, That's kind of cool. It could be on this little clear stand, so it looked like it's just it's just hovering. But I like that character and little face off, and how it's just like, what's the gun called? I can just see that kid. What's he call the gun? That's the most powerful handgun in the universe. Ah, shit, I don't know what he's... That's right, fat boy. I don't know what the... Is it a Kruger blaster? Which, ironically, it's like future telling, because he shoots Jackie Earle Haley with the Kruger blaster. How cool is that shit? Oh, man.
You sack puss.
Oh man, who would have thought? But anyway, not that frickin' Jackie Earle Haley's Freddy Krueger in my book anyway. He can just take a flying leap off of whatever. But the goose is gone, so we're good. Where the hell was I? Oh yeah, just the very beginning. The Kruger blaster, the most powerful handgun in the universe. That's right, fat boy. But how the guy just... How on a Turos, he'll shoot a guy and he'll just explode. That's really cool, and stuff like that. You're just gonna walk away? Anyway, so after the little cool beginning, what's the cool line he says? Oh wait, how's it feel to be on the other end of the gun, Bardo? And he's like, wow. He's got this little circle, magnetic circle in his hand, and it attracts his Kruger blaster back to him, and he grabs it and he's like,
I don't know, you tell me.
And the guy just blows up, and when he shoots people with the Kruger blaster, they just blow up, so that's kind of cool. The head escapes, and he chases him through whatever, I don't know why, this dimension or whatever thing is where he can go to Earth. Anyway, to make a long story short, the head, Krug, and I think it's Krug, right? I don't know, whatever. The head, the mini floaty head, and Brick Bardo end up on Earth. In the New York ghetto and all this and that, you got this actress who's really, compared to the women who are in full moon movies now, this woman rocks as far as acting. She's phenomenal as this single mother with this kid and stuff,
He doesn't deserve to live.
Because your family isn't alive, is that it? Come on, let it go. Just let it go.
She's great, and I've never seen her in anything else. But this woman, who's whatever her name is, is phenomenal as a single mother who's trying to fight crime. Not that you're ever going to do that, but anyway, so yeah. So and then you got the Dollman who ends up, kicking ass for her and stuff like that. So what's how many stars should I go? It's competent, but it's kind of lame at the same time. We'll go 2.5 stars. I think that's the same rating I did for Demonic Toys. I'd say it's one of the better full moon movies from the heyday of full moon. So there you go. It's got some cool things and whatever, and they managed to pull off they got some lame ass opticals by today's standards, and they look horrible on the Blu-ray, which we'll soon get to the review of the Blu-ray. What I was saying before I get to the Blu-rays, they managed to barely just pull off the smallness pretty well, and they have this little figure that attached to the side of a car, and it looked fine from brief far shots and stuff, and so Dollman, 2.5 stars. He's 13 inches with an attitude. On to the review of the Dollman Blu-ray. This is the first Blu-ray. If you've seen I would highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, to go check out my Demonic Toys / Blu-ray review, because I mentioned this Blu-ray, and this is the very first time I've seen it on a full moon Blu-ray, which features which I can only describe as, which I did with the Demonic Toys Blu-ray as well, as a carnival warped mirror effect. It's got this unfortunate, now the image is really sharp, really Blu-ray-ish, really nice and sharp in that aspect, but it's got this side effect, unfortunately, and it just kicks your ass, because you achieve one thing, which is the better resolution, and then you get something else that you didn't have on the standard definition versions, which is this lame, whatever causes it, funhouse warped mirror effect, which the image just goes, you know how there's those mirrors you look at the funhouse or whatever, and it's like the mirror might be moving and it makes you just look all Now I don't think it's all the time, but just like Demonic Toys, it's every now and then. It's it's there, and it comes and goes. Either that or it's more noticeable if you have certain stuff on the screen. And I think probably just like Demonic Toys, don't quote me, but I don't think this is even stereo. I think it's just mono, and I think just like Demonic Toys, this is touted as 5.1, and I don't think it's even stereo. I don't know how, why Full Moon has to do that shit. To me that's fraud. If you're willingly saying something and it isn't, that's fraud. And that's absolute and total fraud. So don't expect, I haven't tried listening to it in 5.1, but, I don't expect it. It sounds like mono to me. Don't quote me. I don't know. At the very least, I think it's stereo, but it might be mono. The Blu-ray, one of the things that I noticed, having looked at the beginning part in the DVD, that I didn't realize, because I don't have this memory, or this movie very ingrained in my head. The very beginning on Arturos, it looks like on the VHS, like the original version, they probably did, this probably isn't even on the film as it's showcased on the Blu-ray. They probably did something on video in between, the film. They probably did this on video, where they made Arturos, and it's kind of cool. They gave the whole exterior, or maybe even interiors, or exterior for sure, of Arturos this red Mars-ish looking stuff, and they probably just did it, like I say, after the movie was all cut and everything like that, as a last-minute video thing, which is which is cool, and it added to the otherworldliness of Arturos. One thing I noticed, having rewatched the beginning again of Dollman, having seen the beginning of the DVD, is that orange-ish Mars-ness looking stuff at the beginning of Arturos. It's not there. It just looks like normal, and they forgot to, put that onto the Blu-ray, or Full Moon Blu-rays for the most part are just sloppy crap. I think Puppet Master 2 and 3 at this point, and Subspecies 2 and 3 are probably the best Full Moon Blu-rays that I've seen. So for the most part, I don't know. Like I say, and I hear say that the Tourist Trap Blu-ray actually is a travesty. I was originally, of course, going to buy that, but then I heard that there's scenes missing, there's scenes rearranged, it's like some disaster, and I suppose I might buy it, like if I can, it's supposed to, if Amazon ever gets it, you know, and I buy a bundle of stuff for free shipping, I might just add it, if it's like $12, just to see, you know, yeah, but anyway, that's what they're saying on the blue-ray.com Tourist Trap Blu-ray, like, boards, you know, forum boards. They're saying there's one person who even itemized exactly at what time of the movie, what's missing, and what's switched at what point and for how long, and thank you very much for whoever did that. But so so anyway, the Tourist Trap, on another side, very quick side note, is supposed to be more or less a travesty, calamity, and that's very frustrating because I was looking forward to that. Luckily, the DVD they put out originally is 16 by 9 widescreen and looks phenomenal, so you just have to live with that. Another thing that, having looked at the Blu-ray of Demonic Toys, that I'll mention is that I noticed that the decapitation of that one possessed bad guy by the butt of the rifle or shotgun or whatever is actually trimmed in the Blu-ray. It's not as long, you know, the head rolling off with the blood spurting out of the neck is trimmed. So that's something if you to consider. It's still there, but it's like only half of it's there, and whatever. It's just disappointment. What I'm getting at is full moon Blu-rays are hit or miss, you know. I mean, you do have higher resolution and stuff, but a lot of times, from what I'm seeing, the frickin', you know, ultra stereo from the heyday of the early '90s in a lot of cases isn't even there, and it's mono, and it's just. So I would give the Blu-ray probably, like, out of 4 stars, probably, I don't know what, 1.5, I guess. The audio, I can't remember if that's stereo or not, but just that, you know, I mean, it's sharp and stuff, but just that funhouse stuff mirror thing is just lame. So, you know, you can probably get it on Amazon for 12 or 13 bucks, I don't know. I mean, like I say, the resolution is definitely an improvement. It's the sharpest you're going to see it, but then you get the sideshow mirror effect, so whatever you'd like to do, but that's my official Dollman / Blu-ray review. So thank you very much for watching, and possibly in the future you might see a Tourist Trap Blu-ray review. I already reviewed the movie. I'd recommend, if you'd like Tourist Trap, check out my review of Tourist Trap I do with Matt back when I did solo reviews, when Matt was sitting there going, you know. So back before, when we did solo reviews, when with each other, we're there, and the other person would sit there, and so yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.